Well, hello everyone. How are you doing? And welcome to another edition of Talking with Planets with my co-host, Mr. Patrick. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well. I've had a great week. Thank you very much, Wayne. And you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. You know, you and I were talking before we went live, and I just want to say hello to all the moderators. Thanks everyone for stopping in. I've gotten just emails from all over, and you were talking as well. This thing seems to be going global.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it is crazy.
And people are accepting it.
Yeah,
People are saying, why didn't they think of it?
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
All you do is just love them. You say, well, the water's fine. Come on in.
That's right.
So hello, all the moderators. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And Patrick, I just want to invoke a favor, the favor upon everyone in here, that favor be your constant companion, and that there be nothing missing, nothing broken found in your lives, and that which has been stolen, that it return to you sevenfold, and that which has been broken be mended as it was never broken at all. Patrick, talk to me. What kind of questions? I mean, I've got questions like this deep, it seems like.
I keep getting requests for the sun. When are we going to talk to the sun?
Well, I don't have a problem talking to the sun. I know we have three left, two on our list. Earth, or did we talk to Earth last week?
No, that was supposed to be today.
Yeah, and Pluto.
Which is why I've got Earth there.
I love the background, Patrick. That's so cool. That's far out, really. I like that. Well, good. I think we could, start with Pluto. I mean, it's always the last, so we'll make it the first.
Okay.
And, I have been doing my own sessions. Thank you, Suji, for showing me what I was actually doing. It's like, all right, yeah, I may have the gifting, but what do I do with it? So I was riding the bicycle, Patrick, and not realizing that I was actually pedaling. So great metaphor. So the amount of emails I get, I'm having people send me their videos. I recently watched Maria and Princess Warrior on theirs. And Ruth, who is not with us today, but hopefully she will be here next week, Kindred Spirit, two others who have wrote me as well. Mm-hmm. And people are getting the most remarkable responses.
Yeah, I keep getting them every day. This is what this planet says. This is what that planet says. Can you ask the same question?
I love this. I love this. And, I think people are having more of an understanding how pendulums work. And as I had to write to one young lady, she says, well, it's moving so fast. How can you keep up? Well, I once knew a person who was a court stenographer.
Right,
and
yes, yeah.
Yep. And that woman, and before then I had a secretary who, actually, we don't do it nowadays, but I'm dating myself a little bit here, who did shorthand. And so I don't see that there's any problem with this. It's just a matter as to how versed and how trained you are. Would you say, Patrick?
I am not necessarily looking at where the pendulum goes, because I'm 3 words ahead anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trusting that the pendulum goes where it should do.
I don't know. I just suddenly had this image in my mind that we're sitting on the bus and you and I are looking at each other. Well, who's driving the thing?
Exactly. While we're having this conversation going down the hill.
Yeah, it's like,
too scary.
I don't know what, but I trust that whoever it is up there, they're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. And I sent you the photograph of my new contraption.
I love that. When you're ready to debut that, I think that that will just blow away all the rest of the any doubts.
Well, every time I have a go, it does move, but it doesn't move sufficient enough to stick a camera on it. And every time I do it, I get this voice is the wrong word. It's more than knowing. And it's, what are you doing that for? You're not going to need the pendulum for much longer.
And may I say, you can, that's how I do it. I get into a trance-like state. I mean, to me, it's a meditative state.
Yeah.
And Patrick, I got to tell you what, the last one, I did one this morning. The imagery it's starting to have effect on my dreams. I've had a number of people write to me saying that since they became involved in this quest, adventure, their dreams are being impacted. So I think things are happening, my friend.
I agree. Absolutely. And the thing that struck me about us talking with the planets, it's the emotion that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
yes.
It's so powerful. And I think as a family of planets within our solar system, they are all feeling the same.
What I continue to get the impression, we're in the presence of, I was told today, and I'll just kind of let it go out there a little bit, that there is a consciousness that's even above our ability to comprehend consciousness. And I continue to get the psychic impression from these, and I just know them as beings. I no longer see them as planets, but more now, I think more of their, I guess, their spiritual representation. And it's almost like, Patrick, it's almost like I'm looking up at something. You know what I got the feeling today? I got the feeling is that I was the ant looking up at the giraffe.
They're very majestic.
Yes, they are.
And where we've got this suit, they've got this suit.
They do.
And we happen to be a flea on the back of one of them.
Yeah. What they told me today is that they see all and they see small. And I went, okay. I'm learning something as well. In communication, I would recommend everyone go back and watch the movie The Arrival. Amy Adams plays the major role in that. This is what I believe we're learning. They want to teach us a new language. They want to teach us a new way to communicate. What I'm getting very much the impression is that those who are willing to extend themselves out there, I think we're all going to start being taught a new way to communicate to these beings.
I think our language is not sufficient enough to communicate fully.
I agree.
And I feel they dumb themselves down in order to speak with us.
Yes, yes, I think so. It would be the akin to a senior citizen having a conversation with a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. The toddler can get the impression that, hey, let's say if it's a grandparent, parental figure, that love is being communicated on an unstated basis. But the love is in a perception. So I agree with you. I think that as we get better at this, I think we're going to learn that. Wouldn't surprise me, Patrick, that if we continue this, even as we get as I see a year into this, that we will, in fact, I think, have a potential new way of communicating.
I don't think we'll run out of questions, but like you say, the communication, we will understand it better. And the more other people do it, the more we'll learn as a collective.
And that's what I'm hoping for. So without ado, I know you have questions. So, sir, I am going to let you start out with the questions that have been sent to you.
Just let me bring my emails up. Apparently, I've had a person called Wayne Steiger has just gone live.
Hi, everybody. We're already time traveling, folks.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that is so cool. And again, I just want to thank everyone that's in here. Folks, we're riding this tandem bicycle. And if any of you've ever ridden a tandem bicycle and try it with three, you find out it's not so easy to do. You may know how to ride that bicycle, but that tandem one's going to throw you for a curve. So welcome on the journey.
I haven't actually had that many on the Earth, but there are one or two. So let me just bring up the chart, like so. And I've got to do my calibration.
Yep. So you are in control, my friend.
Okay. Here we go. With my new pendulum that is absolutely crazy. Do I have a connection with Source? I learned today that Source isn't its name. It doesn't have a name.
Ooh. You just made me the #1 fan. That told me everything.
Yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
Could you please spell my first given name? P A T R. See how far that's swinging outside the circle. It's crazy. I C K. Patrick, the reason I do that is to make sure it's not given the wrong messages. It's calibrated. They can play tricks on you.
Got a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these are, sometimes I think people don't realize they're actually living creatures. All right.
Anyway, we're hoping to speak with Mother Earth. Is that okay? That's a nice strong yes. Thank you. We are indeed humbled. I have had my first question quite a few times. When Warrior Princess organized her joint meditation to give you love, were you aware of that? And what do you feel about that? The day that this meditation took place was the day that things changed on this planet and in this reality, the scales were tipped in the direction of love. Which, look at that swing, Wayne. Crazy. Is the solution to all that ails mankind. I was very pleased and I accepted this kind gift and you would find it difficult to comprehend what difference that has made, not just for me, but for my brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Finish.
Wow. You know, you just have to love the lady.
I'm shaking.
There is a proverb.
Right away.
Pardon?
I couldn't do another question straight away. I thought we need to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a word spoken at the right time. It could be from a total stranger, but it would change your entire life. And that's like, what I...
It's like when you're walking down the street, you smile at somebody, it changes their day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I got the sense of a big hug. You know, it's like, hey, thank you. No? Oh.
I told Warrior Princess that she needs to be Warrior Queen from now on.
Our Lois is one of, I'll tell you, she's a dynamic spirit. I mean, whatever her next task is going to be, it's going to be an exciting one. There's no doubt about it. Just,
well, I hope she's always on my side anyway.
God pity the poor fool that is against her. That's what I say.
Do you have a question, Wayne?
Yes, yes. A question that was brought forth for Earth. Is the moon part of her? And if not, well, there's actually two parts of this. Let's just see what Earth has to say to us.
I've got a sneaky feeling you might get the second answer as well.
I have a sense as well, because you know that once you connect to these beings,
yeah, you do get.
Don't unplug, man.
No. Is the moon a part of you. There used to be a satellite moon that was formed from myself, but that was taken away, and a fake moon was put in its place. This fake moon, like Saturn, is being used to control and manipulate mankind. There are many aliens on the dark side of this moon, and they are in fact fighting to gain ownership of this planet and her occupants. This has to be resisted at all costs. This must never happen. Finish.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm getting the impression you ask a question and you get 10 times more than what you asked for.
So this is not, we have a wonderful, wonderful person who's actually doing the transcribing of these sessions. And I recorded my session, an hour and a half before this one ever went live. And so the two of you, the two of us did not share, did not talk.
We had no preparation for this show, no.
So I'll share this, and I'll send you the audio recording. I send it to another person, so there's a record here. In my session today, they told me, and we can ask the question as well, but let's see what happens here. But they're preparing for war. That's exactly what I was impressed upon. And that's
where the prize.
Yeah, and we'll share for this at the end. I'll share with everyone what I was said. So there's 1,000 more questions from Earth, and I would like to get to Pluto because you know what? When I think about Pluto, people sometimes, give the impression that, size means everything. But every diamond ring comes in a small box.
Pluto's still bigger than what we are.
Oh yes, sir. And Pluto can take the cold, baby.
More than what I can, anyway.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go back and digest again what Earth had to say. This, Patrick, I think there's no end to this. I really do believe that, my friend.
It's only going to be limited by our lack of forming a question.
I think you're right. And there's 300 people plus watching this right now. So
wow. Hi everybody.
Hello everyone. We're coming up for breath of air. All right, sir. Mr. Or I just approach these each one as a sovereign being, and that's how I approach them. You're approaching sovereignty here.
Can we try something, Wayne?
Sir, you absolutely.
Can we try me holding the pendulum and you asking the question?
I'd love that. Okay. Yes.
Shall we go for
it? This will be fantastic. Okay, yeah.
You're in the hot seat. I'll just ask if we can talk with Pluto first.
Yes, yes.
Is it okay with us to talk with Pluto, please? You have a go, Wayne.
Hello, Pluto. Welcome and thank you for receiving us. Pluto, it has been asked that, are you the eyes that looks out into space for the rest of the planets?
This possibility is not well known, but it is a fact. I look across the eons of space as a watchman. This helps to protect not only the planets and moons of this solar system, but all life forms contained therein. Finish.
Okay, we got to stop right here because this is freaking uncanny. That question came to me psychically. No one wrote it. I don't even know where the hell I came up with it.
I've never even considered such a thing.
But that is what I saw, that Pluto's is actually the eyes. And here's the freaky thing, folks. I've got the email right here. And this is from Curtis Lee. And he said, let's ask the planets what they think time is. Pluto just came in. You didn't know this. No one knew this. I didn't even ask it in the question, but yet Pluto came and said it spans the eons of time. Wow. This is beyond synchronicity. This is a direct connection. I get the sense it's only going to get stronger. This blows me away. Blows me away.
I worry sometimes that my vocabulary isn't big enough to match the questions.
You're doing great.
I can't remember the last time I said the word eons, if I've ever said it before.
It's not actually what I've seen in your vernacular. So I would have to say that when you said that, I'm sitting here just on the inside going, okay,
I only had a secondary education. I didn't do a high school or university.
Well, my friend, you're doing great. This is again, it's the legitimacy, the credibility of what we're doing here, and I have no doubt it's going to start. We're going to start seeing other shows. I have no doubt. Wouldn't be surprised that we're on television within the next year doing this.
I thought this was television, Wayne.
Oh, we're talking the big one.
The big one. I think you should keep asking the question, Wayne.
Well, you know what? I would love to, Patrick.
Teamwork.
The question that came in for Pluto, if we're still connected to Pluto, is, and I'm gonna phrase this because I don't want these questions to in any way be post-suggestive. So, someone asked, is Pluto connected to Earth? So when you're ready, or did I already ask?
It's already moving. You've already asked it.
It was already there.
This question must be considered as a most important aspect of this reality. All the planets, moons, asteroids, comets, beings, everything is connected. Finish.
Wow.
Like I say, you ask one question and you get 10 answers. Do you know what I mean?
I got this sense that that was a very personal question, and it's almost one that I don't think they're ready to talk about.
I
No.
don't think we're necessarily ready to
No.
comprehend the ramifications of that. There's another big word.
Ramifications. Well, your vocabulary is certainly expanding. Someone, I think it was Chelsea Rose, asked if we could have permission to send healing out to them. And I just want to look at it. Pluto was a very pleasant planet. Yes, Ellie, I got that as well. I got the sense of a statesman.
Yes.
This is a very proper gent.
A gentleman, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly what, yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I got.
Is anybody else getting feelings from what we're doing?
Yeah, it's amazing. People are being blown away in the chat room. Does Pluto see the black star? Well, that's a good question, because someone asked, are the planets warning us? So I guess the question would be, Patrick, if we can approach, how do we do this? I'd like to find out if they actually have a council. Do they actually meet as a council? And would we have permission? I don't know how we're going to do this. So I'm looking for you to help in the guidance, that we could approach them on a group basis as opposed to the individual basis. Did that make sense?
Makes sense. It's putting it into words.
Yeah. So I guess the question would be, do they have a council? I guess that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do we ask? I don't know. I just put it out there, and I've got every time I've gotten into this thing, every time I'm ushered into, I'm seeing it right now. This is it's a real place. At least it's real in the dimension that I'm seeing it at.
Well, I've just seen an image in my head, but I'll leave that there for the time being.
Good. I'd be very curious to hear that. So let's go talk to the sun. I think it's time that we introduce ourselves formally to the sun and ask permission to address the sun, because I think that this being, what they showed me today, folks, we have no idea what our sun is in the astral realm.
A giver of all life.
Yes. So when you're ready, I'll ask if we can have permission to address the sun.
Okay. Away you go.
May we have permission, sun, to address you?
That's a very strong yes.
Thank you. It has been asked, are you ascending?
Ascending is a human word, but it does describe what is happening to me. Ascension for a star is the ultimate ascension. Remember that you too can ascend, and when we have all ascended, this reality will cease to exist, as this reality could be classed as a learning ground, not just for mankind, but for every living conscious entity, and that includes planets, moons, rocks, animals, everything. There is nothing on your planet Earth that is not conscious. Please make sure that you respect everything, even the air you breathe. Finish.
I just
no
felt
way
like
I can't make that up, Wayne. I honestly haven't got the imagination to make that up.
I just felt like I wasn't
here. I don't know where I was, but I wasn't here.
And don't get me wrong on this. I just got the sense that we just got a very stern talking to.
Yeah.
That, and it ended, and that
to the boss, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, that is exact. I got the sense that this was no kidding around. This is serious stuff. And my goodness, the final thing it told us, respect everything.
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 And
this will make you laugh, Wayne. Watch this.
It is an illusion. And it's really odd because I was in a moment there, and I'll tell you the symbol I got. It was really strange. Let me see if I can get that for you.
Wow.
So that's the symbol that I saw in my, I have no idea what it means, but as you were talking, and I opened my eyes and wanted to see if it was really there. And when I got back into that meditative state, there it was again. So I don't know. Wow. uh, Patrick, I'm going to have to, the next time we approach the sun, I think we're going to have to come with a much more.
We're going to need to be more prepared, Wayne.
Yes. This is a being who doesn't have time for the niceties.
Exactly the word that I was thinking of.
Yeah. If you want to get his attention, its attention. I don't know if gender has anything to do with this. Isn't that the symbol many times on the reliefs in Egypt? Brett, I don't know, but I'm telling you, buddy, that's exactly as you saw. I wrote it down as it was coming into me.
I can't even say the word, Wayne.
Hieroglyph. Yeah, but no, it was
educated.
And it came in like a banner. It was really strange. As I was closing my eyes and I was just meditating, it's not there now. Yeah, but it was right there as you were, as the sun was talking to us. Be respectful to everything, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't we make that the mantra to go around the world? Be respectful
to everything.
To everything. Patrick, now I'm going to say this, and I'll say this with all reference to it, but I just felt like we were in the presence of a God.
I felt that. I wasn't here for a start.
Well, you'll need to go back and see this because you were, wow.
I watch these back and I think, where do those words come from? Because they're definitely not mine.
No, this is, and I just want to caution everyone. We encourage everyone to talk with the planets, but
be respectful.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You go into the sun, approach that with reverence and dignity and respect.
I got the
isn't it odd how it said that ascending is a human term?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I got today in my sessions, there is a consciousness that we cannot imagine or we cannot perceive, a consciousness that envelops everything our consciousness perceives. And I got the sense over and over again, they communicate this to me. It's like layers of book I keep on seeing, and each layer is a complete universe, Patrick.
Yeah. Every page is an encyclopedia, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. Well, do you? Yeah. I guess I am curious to know this. I guess this would be the question I'd have for the sun in a most reverent approach. Is I guess this is the question I just want to ask straight out. Are we in a void?
Shall we ask? Well, you can ask.
Okay. The sun would be the appropriate one.
I'm just a conduit, Wayne.
Yeah.
You can take responsibility for this one.
I'm going to get my crystal and get this thing fully charged up.
When you're ready in your own time.
Son, I approach you and we ask humbly, are we in a void?
Well, I never.
What is that? What is going on?
I have never, ever, ever seen that before.
Help us, folks. There's something being communicated here. I don't know what it is. I got the sense. I get the sense that this. Okay. All right. Here we go.
This knowledge is not for you to know at this time. Finish. Wow, I'm shaking yet again.
I just felt like I just got taken out to the woodshed.
I thought I was outside the headmaster's office waiting to go in because you were in there getting the gang.
Holy crap. I just got handed my hat in the door.
I have never, ever seen that before, ever.
Did you see that?
It was just, I got the impression it was considering just stopping.
That is okay.
But it thought it would put you in your place, Wayne.
I'm in my place. I mean, I learned a long time ago. I have just been humbled, and I will admit it. I mean, folks, these are powerful beings. Listen, I just got rebuked. That's exactly what happened. I got rebuked by the sun.
I don't know if you noticed, but it was moving before you had finished the question.
I know.
That's funny, Wayne, but I shouldn't laugh.
Yeah. I'm the one that got the paddling, it's like, okay. There's times when you make introductions and there's other times when you go, can we do this all over again? Oh, folks, Patrick, I think we can have a conversation with the planets. I ain't asking.
When yeah. In the sun, it's a different matter.
Hey, y'all want to ask the sun? I'll bring you on and you ask the sun. I got the
message. I am not your son. You are mine.
I mean, I was rebuked. Psychically, well, obviously,
I can't go. I have never ever seen a pendulum do that before.
Wow.
I've seen them just not move at all, but it's as though.
Well, they want you to ask this question: if you would approach the sun and ask the sun if it rebuked me. I don't think it needs to be asked.
Are you serious?
I mean, folks, I just got my ass handed to me. I mean, you know, what else do you want?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get my rods and I will ask the rods. I'm not asking the sun. No way, Jose, not after that.
I mean, wow.
Right.
Okay.
I just want to calibrate them just to make sure we know what a yes and no is. Am I wearing glasses? Yes. Am I wearing a hat? No. Was Wayne rebuked by the sun? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know, man. I've got the.
You already knew that.
So y'all remember the scene in Back to the Future? You know how the DeLorean comes with the skid marks? Yeah. They're up my back, you know? Wow, Patrick, that was intense. Is anybody
brave enough to ask the sun a question?
Yeah. Someone says, well, is Mercury a happy planet? Yeah, I'd like to go to Mercury. After this escapade, I'm like, holy crap. Wow, Patrick, I have to tell you, my friend, psychically, I just got a paddle. I mean, I just got rebuked.
That was very interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, not at all what I was expecting.
Hasn't the whole hour been like that?
Yeah. Oh, God. You know what I'm going to tell this group? You want to ask the sun a question? Come on up.
We're going to be getting emails from everybody asking to have 2 Tuesdays in a week.
Wow. Okay, this Patrick, I mean, we've gone through an hour here, and let's see. Warrior Princess wants to talk to the sun. She can, and she'd probably get a better reception than I just did, because
what's your question, Lois?
Lois, you want to ask the question? We'll just wait. I've been talking to the sun already. Well, there you go. Again, I obviously asked the wrong question. And I got the sense that it was not so much, folks, that it doesn't want to reveal. It's a question you don't hand the keys to the Ferrari to your driver ed student.
Definitely not.
You just don't do that. Did you ask if the sun is being blocked? No, I asked if we were in the void. And you saw what happened. It was spinning like a freaking top. What was that about, Patrick?
Well, I do know it was actually clockwise, which is usually a good thing. If it had been anti-clockwise, it wouldn't have been so good. But
all right, well, I'm comforted by that. Yeah. At least I'm taking something away.
I don't think I'll let you introduce me to the sun, though.
Probably wouldn't be a good idea there. Oh, you're with him? Well, Patrick, do you want to ask another questions of the planets? I've had my time at the mic.
Well, there was a question on the Earth that I didn't get to ask.
Okay.
And it's a funny question, but we shall see what the answer is.
Yeah. Brad, I think you're right. It just wasn't meant to be revealed yet. But you know why you cannot answer yet. Yeah, I think I know why.
Can we speak once again to our Mother Earth?
Patrick, you don't have the camera switched on.
Oh, that's a good thing you're here, Wayne.
Well, you know.
See, I'm all of a tibber now.
Oh man, I'm still digesting that.
We have a question for Mother Earth. The question is, and I really didn't ask it, but I will, because I said I would. Are you pregnant? That question should never be asked of a lady.
I can testify to that. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh.
She's a lady. You got to treat her like a lady.
Oh dear.
We're learning. Hey, folks, we're going to make mistakes. I believe that these are very patient, sentient beings that understand that we're as children right now. And I'm sure that even the sun got a smile out of being able to rebuke me, but that's cool, you know? When I leave this earth, the sun will be, yeah, I know that dude. Come on over.
Let's finish our conversation. What were you saying?
Yeah, come on in.
Have a chat. Yay.
Ah, Patrick, I tell you, I so enjoy this hour. It is just, I walk away, it's energizing.
I knew that this would be a very good show, but I didn't realize it would be as it has been. I am amazed every week. I mean, people don't realize we have no preparation whatsoever. I click connect at 2 minutes to the hour. Sometimes Wayne is there, sometimes he's not.
True.
And we just go live.
Yeah, who other in the world was rebuked? Thank you, Claire. I think I'm going to get a T-shirt that says I was rebuked by the sun.
You've got the right T-shirt on, Wayne.
Well, didn't it? So, Mr. Natural, we went to the unknown, and holy crap! You know what, Patrick? I'm glad to get back home.
You're lucky they let you back home, Wayne.
Exactly. They're lucky they let us in. Patrick, I've left your link down there. Patrick Garrett, his YouTube channel. Please go there and support him. Subscribe. Your email is granddaddy.
funnygranddad@gmail.com.
Funny Granddad, really easy, at gmail.com. Send him his questions. Encourage him. You know, listen, we're winging this, folks. I mean, it's not like we got a manual here.
If you send a question for the sun, don't expect it to be answered too soon.
Yeah, I ain't going back there for a little bit. Well, Patrick, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, sir. Friday night, by the way, Queen of Quartz will be on. We're going to be talking much more about crystals and what have you. Next week, Patrick, I do have some questions already. I know that we can get there. But my friend, thank you. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on to this journey. Patrick, you have enriched my life immensely, sir.
That was your idea. I just took it up because I felt I didn't have a choice. It's not something that I was looking forward to, coming live in front of people talking to planets.
Because that's completely normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody does that.
Also watching, I'm dreaming. It's not real.
Thank you, Patrick, and to the audience.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Yes, and listen, I just want to again just invoke favor on your lives. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Thank you as we continue to grow and develop. Your participation is vital, and we look forward to you each week being a part of this. Patrick, give my very best to you and your family. I will see you next week, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. See y'all later. Bye-bye.